So YouTube family, I've been doing countless videos covering Colorado football and projecting where said so players are going. Players like Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, and even Killer Cameron, and a whole lot of other guys, to say the least. And it seems there's been a lot of guys who have this agenda about Shedeur came out of nowhere. Look, let's just have a fair conversation. I will be showing receipts. We're going to look at my good friend, you feel me, talk on the show, on his Roku program. He's featured with Todd McShay, the alleged drunken master who got let go at ESPN, who's been wrong on all his draft choices since he's been at the ESPN failed network. Todd McShay goes out of his way to overhype quarterbacks like Mitch Trubisky, Zach Wilson, and we know why. It seems that guys who look like Todd McShay, he doesn't critique them, while guys who look like Deshaun Watson, who looks like Shedeur, he goes overwhelmingly out his way to present this false narrative. But it's not just Todd. It seems that even haters who don't like Shedeur are going out their way to defend Shedeur, because even they are puzzled by the enormous amounts of negativity that's been flowing towards him only 2 months prior to the draft that's coming this week. Meaning there's a lot of pundits who are going out their way to say Shedeur is not a good quarterback. You got even brothers who look like Shedeur, like Quincy Avery, the quarterback guru, saying Shedeur is a 6th-round pick at best. Guys are saying Shedeur is a 2nd-rounder. But my thing is, why was this never talked about in the 3.5 years of him in college? Hell, it was not even talked about while he was in high school. In fact, all we heard, including from Shedeur haters, is he really is a top 5 pick. He was a top 5 pick last year as well if he chose to leave college. But all of a sudden, these things get brought up. I dare to say it's for only one reason. Now, let's go on this interview to see why these guys have this reason. So we're going to listen to Todd McShay go out of his way to once again debunk the thing that makes Shedeur not a 1st-round quarterback. But let's give that intro first.
I've been broke so many times, I don't want to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas best up on my...
So Todd McShay speaks to Rich Eisen, and they get into the conversation, and this is what was said during this conversation.
It's been a lot of fun having those conversations because nobody seems to specifically know. What I've been told is there's a little bit more love in the Giants building on the personnel side. There's the scouting department, coaching staff, not so much. What I understand is this is the last push. Like, how about them jumping and grabbing that private plane, the Mayor family private plane? It's Boulder on Thursday, Tuscaloosa on Friday, then over to Louisville on Saturday. And everyone was like, wait, they're going to work out Shedeur. I think what got lost in all the messaging and the news is they also worked out Milrow, and they worked out Shop. This was about the second wave of...
It didn't get lost in the news. I presented it out there that Giants are a bad team for Shedeur to go to. Todd, you're not breaking any news. You're a failed pundit. I'm called a college insider by all the great platforms, even NBC Sports, even Fox Sports. They all did articles on me in this platform. Y'all go look on the internet. Shout out to my supporters who let me know when they make articles about me, because I release real proof and receipts. We know about Jalen Milrow and a lot of people that Brian Daboll and the Giants were favoring towards. This is why when you're a melanated quarterback, you don't even ticker and tackle with franchises such as the Giants. You're not breaking news, Todd.
Now, again, there's still some people in that building.
Stop getting drunk, nigga.
That are, from what I'm hearing, kind of pushing for, or at least being like, we need to consider Shedeur 3. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be Abdul Carter at 3. So now it's fascinating because the most recent information I'm getting, Mike Tomlin does like Shedeur Sanders. I think that I thought that it was like that's the floor. I think it's a softer floor than people might think, though, at Pittsburgh. I've been told it might not be 50% chance that they take him at 21. And I've also been told, hey, this is an organization, they don't have a 2nd-round pick because he came back trade. Maybe they're a team that would want to kind of dangle it and trade back. But who's going to trade up? I don't, my information is, I don't think Cleveland's going to trade back.
Where you got this information from? I think I've shown enough proof, and we've seen Todd McShay in the last 12 years. His informations are complete lies. I'm going to stand on that, because who did you get them from? You're a failed pundit. A lot of you guys like to say my source this, my source that. And when it comes draft time, it was a complete lie. Who are your sources? You guys go out your way to make fake narratives because it sells. If it's salacious enough, it sells. No one told you any of this, Todd. This is your personal opinion. You don't even have a lot of colleagues no more who rock with you. Everybody knows how you embarrass yourself in front of the world. I'm going to say it again. You're the drunken master. You guys could take that for what you take it for. But if you guys believe people who are always inebriated on public syndicated platforms such as ESPN or other platforms, look at him. The guy looked like he's going through life in hell right now. I didn't even get a proper shave, but I'm fine, well, and elated to talk about this. This guy looks like he has to chase the most nastiest news to still be relevant. Can we be honest about that for once? Because he's talking this dramatic fashion to act like it was breaking news what he just put out there. Well, if you're a football fanatic, we know about some of these things like Jalen Miro, but this other one he just threw out there, it's a flat out lie. And notice how he covers himself just like a lot of them do, so they can't be sued, only ridiculed.
For Shedeur. I don't know if Cleveland's going to trade back in the first round. I think all these teams are looking at.
You don't know a lot of things, Todd. That's one thing we do know. You don't know shit.
Saying, are all these guys going to fall? Is Jackson going to be available 33, 34? Is Shedeur going to be available 33, 34? So it's going to be a fascinating night. There's going to be a lot of speculation, rumors for sure in the next 72 hours.
In other words, this guy, clown Todd McShay, I don't know anything that's going on. He's going to be fascinating. Why not just say that instead of the rhetoric you presented in the beginning of this program? And that's my thing. I don't know what Deion did to people during his playing days or what Shedeur did. And honestly, I doubted he did anything. Excellence makes certain people uncomfortable depending who that excellence is coming from. So if it comes from said so players like Deion Sanders or his son Shedeur, then you're going to see a booming effect. I love what Joe Klatt said when he said you're either going to love Deion Sanders or you're going to hate him all the way when it comes to the prime effect. People don't know how to act. Their insecurities get exposed in front of the world, because you would think there was a hit piece they're set out to deliver towards the Sanders family. You would think there's a hidden agenda. I don't even think it's an agenda anymore. It's a climate of males, that is, who don't like us, who feel some type of way, and they have to go with certain narratives. While the other group of male men, they may not feel some type of way, but they're rewarded handsomely well through the grapevines, the black market system, into doing these hit pieces. I believe that with all my heart. It's proof. And not only them, even black folks are paid handsomely well to do these hit pieces on said so players. It just so happened to be the Sanders family right now, because at a time we should be sitting back and just watching these young men of all races and nationalities live their dreams. There has to be a group of people to sabotage that moment. Now, you guys could be there to dictate if I'm just being a professional victim or not, but when you show proof of these things, then I don't care what you guys call me. Unlike Todd McShay, I show my work. You guys make celebrities out of these idiots. They show no work. It's just all opinionated. And I don't mind sharing my opinion sometimes, but you have to have the work. You have to have the receipt. You have to have the proof, or you'll just look like a drunken idiot like Todd McShay out here. How the hell is Todd still getting these seats after the abysmal performance he did at ESPN, all the lies, his evaluations calling Pat Mahomes a trash quarterback? I showed proof at that. Pat Mahomes shouldn't be touched. He talked about Deshaun Watson. Forget about the behaviors of sexual conduct that Deshaun had with the women. We're talking about performance-based. He said he was not, that Mitch Trubisky was way better than the two, but we're going to dismiss that. He said Lamar Jackson should change his position. Yes, he was one of the guys who was in favor of that. Lamar Jackson is not even a fifth-round quarterback. That's Todd McShay, ladies and gentlemen. Guys like that keeps getting called up to these said so networks. I like Rich Eisen. I don't know why he got this guy there other than Todd McShay what he favors. Because if Todd McShay was Todd McChillin, if he was Tyrone McShay or something like that, he would not be on television anymore being relevant and getting relevancy like this. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment sections. I'm done with this, man. I'm about to make a BLT sandwich. Hold the mayo. Peace, man.
I've been broke so many times.